Hi guys, what is up? It's Maria and welcome to my channel. As you might have noticed, this is my first video here on YouTube, so I'm so excited to start filming for you guys and start this journey because it's something that I have been wanting to do for a really long time now, so I just can't wait to jump into it. Before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below so that you can stay connected with me, and hit the little notification bell so that way you don't miss any of my future uploads. I'm shooting to upload about once a week, possibly more than that depending on how things go, and my content will definitely be beauty related or fashion related and some lifestyle things thrown in there. So if that sounds like something you might like, I would love it if you would subscribe and stick with me throughout this journey. So as most of you may know, the Sephora Vib sale is going on right now, and if you're not familiar with the Vib sale, it is a sale that Sephora has twice a year, and it's basically the only time that there is a discount store-wide in Sephora, so it's definitely a great time to stock up on your favorite products or some products you have your eye on, or spend the gift cards that you have been saving. That's what I like to do. I like to save all my gift cards for the Sephora Vib sale just so that way I get a little bit more product for my money and it's not as much of a hit on my bank account. But anyways, depending on what tier you are in the Sephora reward system, you get a discount anywhere from 10% off to 20% off. And the nice thing is that if you're not already a member at Sephora, you can sign up today while the sale is still going on and you'll receive the 10% off your purchase. So it's definitely a great time to sign up and get the discount on some things you might love that Sephora sells, or just try out some new products. That's always fun too. So the sale ends May 6th, I believe, so I'll try to have this video up by then so that way you can shop some of my favorites, some of the things that I purchased, or some things that I mentioned in this video that might have caught your eye. So instead of rambling on further, let's just get into the video and see what I picked up this year at the Sephora Vib sale. First product I picked up this spring at the Sephora Vib sale is the Anastasia Dewy Set Setting Spray. And I mostly just wanted to get this because the setting sprays that I have in my collection were running pretty low, like the Morphe Continuous Mist Setting Spray. That one is amazing. I absolutely love it, and even though I'll purchase it again, I just wanted to try something a little different, and I saw that this one was in the Just Arrived section at Sephora, and I saw that a few people here on YouTube and on Instagram liked this product, so I decided to give it a try. I am wearing it today on my face. It does give a nice sort of like dewy finish to the face. It's not too dewy, which is nice because you don't look oily, but again, if you're looking for that really dewy look, I wouldn't recommend this. And the mister definitely doesn't compare to the Morphe one, and not to mention the Morphe one is a lot cheaper, so if you really like that mister, I would just stick with this one. I would just stick with that one, but if you want to give this a try, I would definitely recommend it. The mister on this one isn't as dispersed as the Morphe one feels, so you do kind of feel like you get more water droplets on your face whenever you use this, but again, it still gives a really nice finish, and I would recommend it if you want to give it a try. The next product that I picked up at the Vib sale is the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I absolutely love this concealer. I've tried some other full coverage concealers from the drugstore, like the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, and also ones like Tarte Shape Tape, and while I like those ones because I do like a full coverage concealer, especially when there is a lot of stuff that I'm trying to cover, they just look a little bit more dry on my under eyes and a little bit more heavy than this one does, and anytime that I use those other ones, I don't mind how my face looks. I still think it looks nice, but if I go back to using this one the day after I use those ones, I just feel so much better wearing this on my face. It gives a lot more of a satin finish than the other ones do, and it just looks more seamless, and I just find that it looks a lot better on my skin. So if you like a full coverage concealer, I would definitely recommend trying this out. It looks so beautiful over so many foundations, and even if you want to wear it on its own, it looks great like that too. I also picked up at the Vib sale this Huda Beauty Emerald Obsessions palette. I know in this line they have a ton of beautiful neutrals palettes, like so many to choose from, but honestly I have so many neutrals in my collection that I didn't really feel like I needed another one at this time, so I decided to go with something a little more fun, and I was between this green one and the purple one that they have. I'm not positive what the actual name of that one is, but this one is the Emerald Obsessions palette, and I just went with the green because it just spoke to me a little bit more, and I thought I could do some more fun looks with it than the purple one, although I might be picking the purple one up to add to my collection too because I do really like that one, depending on how this one performs. If this one performs really well, then I'll probably add that one to my collection too. But I don't have this one on my eyes today, but I will probably be doing some fun makeup looks with this. on my Instagram, and I can definitely make a video using this palette to post here on YouTube for you guys to enjoy. But anyways, this is what the inside of this palette looks like. I just think the greens are so pretty. And honestly, I think that some of the more neutral shades in this palette, like this deeper olive green one and obviously the gold one, would look so pretty with some natural neutral mattes in the crease. So you can definitely get some versatile looks using this palette, I think. And I can't wait to start playing around with it. So the next product I picked up at the Sephora Vib sale is this new Fenty Beauty bronzer. I know there are a lot of shades in this new bronzer line that Fenty has. I was between the Into Sun shade, and then I actually went with the Shady Biz shade, which is the next shade up from Into Sun. I just felt like, although a lot of people here on YouTube rave about Into Sun, it is a little bit lighter and cool toned than what this bronzer is, and being that summer's coming up and I won't be as pale anymore, I just thought that this would be a better match. And overall, I really like warm tone bronzers a little bit more than I liked cool tone bronzers. Even to contour with, I just really like the warmth that warm tone bronzers give, and I just think it looks so pretty, and it should look so nice and seamless whenever I have tan skin. I'm wearing it today over the Wet n Wild Ticket to Brazil bronzer, and I really like that combo, but this is what I mostly have like on top of that, so you can definitely see how it looks. And I just really love the seamless finish of it and the warmth that it gives the cheeks. And this is what this shade looks like. I love that beautiful FB in the center. It is so cute. But definitely, if you're in the market for a new bronzer, check out these Fenty Beauty ones because they blend beautifully, as this one did at least. And I just think they're so worth the money, especially for a good bronzer. And I've been using a ton of it lately, and there hasn't been any fallout, which is super nice, so it doesn't get everywhere. It's not a big mess, and it blends so seamlessly on the cheeks. The next thing that I picked up at the Sephora Vib sale is this Buxom Wanderlust Primer Infused Blush. Personally, in my opinion, I feel like even just throwing a little dab of blush on every single day makes you look so much more alive and healthy, and I have just been enjoying blush so much lately. I especially have been loving more nude-toned blushes and peach blushes. I just feel like those personally look the best on my skin, which is why at the Sephora Vib sale, I really wanted to pick up this Buxom blush in Seychelles. However, I was going to place an order online for the Sephora Vib sale, but they sold out of this Buxom blush in Seychelles, which is the shade that I really wanted to add to my collection. I was going to settle for the blush in Mykonos, which was a little bit more peach toned than this one is, but I'm really glad I did it because I went to the Sephora store at my local mall and they actually had 2 of these in stock, so I was so excited I threw it in my basket immediately. I swatched the Mykonos one just to see if I was missing out on anything, and I was kind of curious to see what it looked like, and when I swatched it, it was really vibrant, like a really bright peach. I don't really like when blushes are that pigmented. I like whenever they have a little bit of pigment to them and I can kind of build them up to get the wash of color that I want, and not just like full color right off the bat, because then you're kind of screwed if you put too much on. So I was kind of glad that I didn't go with this one and ended up going with this one instead. It's just this really pretty nude color, and it just gives a perfect like wash of color to the cheeks. And it's a little bit more luminous of a blush, which I really like because I like that kind of dewy finish for the spring and summertime. Next up is something that I threw in my basket last minute. It wasn't something that I intended to buy, but it was just a deal that I couldn't pass up on. It is the Lancome Monster Big Mascara, and this is actually a value set of it. So if any of you know me, this is my all-time favorite mascara. I just think that it gives beautiful volume to the lashes and it lengthens them so much. And personally, I'm just not someone that loves wearing lashes a lot, so this is a great alternative because it does give that voluminous lift to your lashes and it makes them super long. It kind of gives the appearance of falsies, in my opinion, without the uncomfort and hassle of putting falsies on. So definitely, if you love this mascara, I would recommend picking up this value set if it's still in stock at Sephora. I believe that the whole set is $25, which is a great deal because you actually get a full-size mascara, a travel size, and then this like lash, I think it's the Sills, I'm pretty sure I'm saying that correctly, Sills Booster XL. It's just like a mascara primer, and I do like this. I probably won't use it every single day, but it does give a nice base coat for your lashes, and makes them a little bit longer and more voluminous if that's something that you want. But anyways, this set is $25, which is a great deal for all of these. I think the full-size mascara itself ranges for like $22 or $23, so especially since you're getting 3 things in here, it is a great deal, and I'm just so happy that I ended up stocking up on these. The last thing that I purchased at the sale is from the Sephora collection. It is the new Rouge Lacquer lipstick. I have it on my lips right now. It is this like beautiful terracotta color. I really, really love wearing these colors on a day-to-day basis just because I feel like they're a little bit easier to wear than say a red or a pink is. And unlike a lot of other lipsticks, this lipstick kind of has like a glossy finish to it, which I love because lately I've really been into glossy lips. I often pair like my matte lipsticks with a sheer gloss or like a nude gloss on top just to give them that finish because it's something I really love this time of year. So having this all in one is definitely the best of both worlds. The only thing I will say though is since this gloss is like so slippy, it doesn't necessarily move around on your lips, like it doesn't get everywhere like you think it would, but in the tube, like it is such a mess. I've only used this like 2 times so far and it's like already all over like this base part, and it's kind of like falling off at the top, which isn't that big of a deal because it's not like too expensive. But again, like if you're paying, I think this is like $13 before the discount, if you're paying like that money for it, it should like obviously hold up in its packaging. So it's not like a deal breaker. I think it still looks beautiful on the lips, but it's just something to be aware of that is a little bit messy in the actual packaging itself. And then I also picked up 2 other things at the Sephora Vib sale. These 2 things I redeemed my points for. They were each 100 points, so 200 points in total. And one of them is this like mini NARS Orgasm Blush, and then the other one is this NARS Power Matte Lip Pigment in the shade American Woman. This one is again just kind of like almost the same as what I'm wearing right now. It might be a little bit lighter, and obviously it's not the same finish as this, but it's this kind of like reddish brown color, and I just love the packaging on the NARS products, so I couldn't pass it up. Plus I love this color too, so I will definitely be wearing that a lot. I'm sure if you follow me on Instagram, you will see me wearing this a ton because I can already tell that it will be incorporated into my daily makeup routine. And then I also picked up obviously the NARS Orgasm Blush in this mini size. This isn't necessarily my favorite blush because it is a little bit more pinky than I like it to be. I'm more into the peachy and neutral blushes right now, but it is still something that is good to have in your collection if you want to travel with it, and it's not too pink and it still gives a little bit of a glow to the cheeks, which I really like. So it is something that I am happy that I added to my collection. So yeah guys, that is everything that I picked up this spring at the Sephora Vib sale. If you like any of the products that I mentioned, be sure to check them out at your local Sephora while the sale is still going on. Everything so far I would highly recommend. I love how it all performs, how it all looks on my face, and I can't wait to play around with some of the things that I haven't used yet, like that Huda Beauty palette. Oh, I forgot to mention, I'm actually wearing the Sultry palette on my eyes today. I didn't wear the Huda Beauty palette on my eyes today just because I wasn't really feeling a bold green look. Plus I had to get up early and get ready to go somewhere, so I didn't really have time to play around with it, and I wanted to give that a fair shot where I could do a fun look with it the first time I used it. So definitely be on the lookout for when I use that palette. I will definitely post a picture on my Instagram and a video here on YouTube using it, like I said. But I am wearing the Sultry palette from Anastasia on my lids today. It's a beautiful neutrals palette, and I believe it's limited edition. So if it is still in stock at your Sephora or online, I would definitely recommend it, especially while the sale is going on, so that way you can get a discount on it. It performs beautifully, and I just love, love, love the neutral looks that I get from using that palette. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I thank you so much for hanging out with me for a little while today, and I hope you got some inspiration for some things to purchase at the Sephora Vib sale, or just some inspiration in general to shop some of your favorite makeup products that Sephora sells while the sale is still going on. And before you leave, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below and the little notification bell so that way you don't miss any of my future uploads. And make sure to follow me on my social media too. I'll have it linked down below. That way you can stay connected with me on a daily basis because I do post on my Instagram pretty frequently. So I can't wait to see you guys on there, and I can't wait to see you in my next video as well. Bye!